Like Terminator. Thanks for having me.
What's happening? How are we?
All good, all good.
Coming down.
Come on in. So these cars, are these up for prizes?
Currently not. These are currently mine for now. For any of your viewers will look familiar, this is where all our videos take place. For anybody who doesn't follow us, they'll soon get to know. So this is prizes that we currently have on. Defender was done the overnight. Winner took cash. The main reason you're down here is obviously to talk about the £1 million prize. So this is home. This is where the prize guy lives, and this is, as I say, where the magic happens. So thanks for coming down, bro.
Imagine. So we're here in Prize Guy HQ with the actual prize guy himself, Paul Harkin. Paul, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for coming down.
Thanks for having me. It's an amazing place. So just for anyone that doesn't know, what is that prize guy?
So that prize guy is one of, if not the biggest competition websites in the UK and Ireland. The way big prizes, small prizes every day. So been around for nearly 6 years now. I think we're up to about 150 odd million worth of prizes won, and we're about to make our 10th millionaire here on Sunday. So that's who we are and what we do.
Get a ticket if you haven't got one. 100%. So let's go back to the start. How did all this start? So you're looking around you at all these cars. Paul, how many years ago did you say?
So it'll be 6 years November.
6 years November. What were you doing then?
So then when I started, I was in my final year of university. I was working part-time in a phone store, and there was other sites around who were operating in the space, and it was quite a niche thing at the time, but I'd seen what they were doing, and it was all sort of, you know, boy racer cars, things like that. My idea behind it was I would like to do the same sort of thing, but it was Dream Holidays was what my intention was. My sister, who you've just met there, she was working in a travel agent at the time. So that's where it came from. So started, just went balls deep into it, found out how to build a website. Shout out to Ryan, he helped me build out my first website. And then, yeah, just no business plan, just hit the ground running, see what happens. Just sort of, a lot of guessing involved and just find our feet, but that was the start of it. So started out prizes, Galgorm vouchers, hotel breaks, just all different bits and pieces, and then just spiraled into what we're doing now.
Amazing. And I actually was doing a bit of digging there into your Facebook post. So basically, I just wanted to get your reaction. So 2019, you posted a picture of one of your first winners holding a shark hoover.
Yes. Yes.
And that was the first ever.
So that's Jenny McWilliams. That was our first Christmas prize. That was our first big prize, that shark hoover, I think, in terms of the value of it. So that was our first Christmas. We've been around, that's our second month of prizes. Jenny actually won the next Christmas prize, which was £3,000 on the same day, the following year. So Christmas is usually what I gauge our growth off. First Christmas, shark hoover. Second Christmas, £3,000. Christmas after that, £30,000. After that, £150,000, and then we done our first million. Yeah,
I have another picture. So this guy was your first cash prize winner?
Cash winner, Tom McGreevy. He is actually my painter. So yeah, that was our first cash prize. No, actually, that's not the first cash prize.
The first picture I could find.
Yeah. So the first cash prize we done was £1,000, and I can't remember the guy's name. He's a fella from Donegal. It's really going to annoy me, but he was our first cash prize. Tom that was a couple of months after that. That was actually during lockdown or just before it, I think.
So you're doing £1 million prizes. Like, how do you feel looking at that guy, £150? How far you've come?
It's mad. Like, I don't think it really hits sometimes. Like, I know, but even now, still people win prizes of that value, and they still mean the same to those people who win them. Yes, it's unreal that we're doing another £1 million prize, but I think because it's been such a gradual rise to it, I don't think I look back at it and like, oh wow, this is huge. We're just used to it now, and it's unreal. Like, again, small prizes hit us the same as big prizes do. Just depends who wins it. And when you hear certain stories of winners, regardless of the value, that's where we really take it. Like, it really impacts us.
And with regards to winners, like especially the big cash prizes, what's the reaction usually like?
Again, some of them are unbelievable. Big cash prizes, small cash prizes, just prizes in general. Somebody winning something is something that I didn't expect to be one of the best things about this. I didn't anticipate or didn't plan for that side when you're actually giving somebody that news. All these guys now will get the experience it, and they'll tell you the same thing. Like, sometimes it's just, some of them will give you goosebumps, like the reception that you get. That being said, some people win huge stuff and they react like they've just ran their dog over or something. So it goes two ways, you know.
Can't please everyone.
No, you can't. And but some people are different on how they react.
Yeah. I'd be shocked.
there's a lot of shock, and I think a lot of it is disbelief. You know, you'll get people coming down here who have won big amounts of money, and people will be like, oh, you know, make sure it's not a scam until the money's in your account. You know, it's different. There's just, everybody deals with things in different ways. The vast majority of them are very, very positive, but some people are very calm and collect about it too. Like,
what's the inspiration behind the name That Prize Guy?
So it was supposed to be The Prize Guy, but that domain was taken. The idea behind it was, I wanted the idea of, if somebody wins a prize, so say for example you won something, and then you say to somebody, oh, sure, I want it off The Prize Guy. And people are like, what the fuck's that? It's plain and simple as what it is. That's all I wanted it to be. So it's so simple. It's a person, and it's trustable. You know, you can take trust in, you don't know who it is, but it's the guy that gives away the prizes. Like, it's pure, it's Northern Ireland, you know what I mean?
It's real, it's simple, but it works, and no one's got a name like it around. Like,
that was, you know, a lot of these competition companies have different names and different, you know, they'll either use a family name or they'll use like some sort of glamorous X prizes, you know. This was, I wanted it to be an extension of me, but how we speak to people, oh sure, bring your man or do this, you know, that's exactly what I wanted it to be. Oh sure, I want it off your man that does the prizes. That was it. But you can't call your business your man that does the prizes. It's the next best thing.
Brilliant. There's a lot of prize companies in Northern Ireland. What makes you guys different?
I think you'll look around and you'll see a lot of them trying to replicate what we do and putting their own sort of spin on it. We weren't the first around. There was guys doing things. We came at it a different way. We give a lot back, not because we need to, but because we want to. We invested a lot in community. We have a massive community of customers from all walks of life. So the community sets us aside. We don't pay for advertising, or, you know, obviously we do pay for sponsorships and things like this, but we don't sponsor posts. We don't run advertising posts. We have a natural, organic community of people who follow us because of who we are and what we do. That, and the fact that nobody does £1 million prizes every other week, you know.
Love that. I was talking to the guys there in the office earlier about like the way is, like, it's almost like you're texting, and it's really relatable to normal people. Whereas I think the Arzo was saying that other companies try and be really polished when everything's really, but people don't trust that. Do you think?
I think like we're very much what you see is what you get. You know, we talk shit, we have a laugh. Try to, I mean, don't get me wrong, when the time is right to be professional, we'll be professional, but at the same time, we're people at the end of the day too. I'm not trying to push this to people. If you want to buy a ticket, buy a ticket. If you don't, you don't. Nobody's got their arm up your back and forcing you into it. So I think we just portray ourselves as to who we are and have a bit of fun, because that's what it's about really at the end of the day. You know, we're not out here trying to be this clean cut image of somebody who we're not. We are who we are, and it's for some people, it's not for everybody, but that's life.
Love it. What do most people not realise about That Prize Guy? What goes on behind the scenes?
I think people don't think there's actual work involved. Like Matty will tell you, and the amount of people will be like, his day-to-day life in here is easy and there's no work involved. Like, they all get it. All you boys get it easy because they see the fun stuff that we get to do, but nobody realises that these guys have to listen to me going at them 12 hours a day, if not more. There's constant work involved. There's no switching off. Even when they're not in here, we're on, you know. This is a constant wheel that's in motion. It has to be. If we sit still, then we go stagnant. So that's what people overlook.
And you were saying there about, you know, like ideas. How do you come up with the ideas for the next prizes?
I think it's just like, we know what works. Some of it's trial and error too. We have to try stuff. People want to see risks taken with prizes too. You know, the cash prizes are bread and butter. Nobody doesn't want money. But try and watches or holidays are a great one. Matty's on that quite a lot as well. The team in general are great at coming up with the new ideas of prizes because they see what works in here as well. And I'm open to prizes being tried that we haven't done before because it's new markets, you know. Like Neil will ask about doing like Pokemon collectibles and stuff like that. I haven't the first idea about any of that stuff, but somebody out there would want to win something, you know. So therefore, I'm open to trying anything.
If you could pinpoint a moment where you were really proud of what you've done, is there a proudest moment for you?
I've had a lot of proud moments. Professionally, my proud moments, top of my head, I think when we done last Christmas in here. Now every Christmas I've done something as a drive to raise money or, you know, buy loads of toys to donate, but Christmas was quite good. Having the guys all here with me, to be part of it as well. Especially, there's a lot of proud moments for helping individuals that I'm able to help because of where I am. See my logo in certain places. There's a lot of accomplishments there. There's not one thing that I can put my hand on and say this is the best moment, because every time there's a really big moment, there's another new big moment.
Yeah.
So I
think that thing when you heard on a podcast when you get to the top of a mountain, there's another big mountain after it.
I'm like, don't get me wrong, I think in general on the whole, building what I've built and created what I've built with the help of the people closest to me as well over the last couple of years, there's a lot of pride in that. I think not many people will get the experience building a brand that's so well known. There's a lot of positivity that comes from what we do, so I'm proud of it.
Can you lose money on prizes?
Yes.
Or
yeah, we've lost money. I've lost money at the start. I've still lose money on certain prizes. Our last £750,000 prize. Again, like, you win some, you lose some. This is the risk that we take. It's on me to be able to adapt, to learn, and I've learned along the way. There's been big losses, small losses. Doesn't matter. But you can't win them all.
Brilliant. Do you get any haters?
Yeah, every day. Luckily now I have a lot of people that sort of shelter the comments to me, because I can't really hold my tongue too much. You're always going to meet people who are negative. That's it. This line of work especially, regardless of whether you trust it or not, we are a form of gambling, which comes with a lot of stigma behind it. There's a lot of shit that people say, they just say it for the sake of saying it. They can't back it up, I will respond to people as if you're standing beside me and you want to talk shit. I'm all for a response. I feel like if anybody attacks you personally or your business, you're well within your rights to defend yourself. People don't like it, and a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say that. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll just speak to people. If somebody wants to try to be negative, then of course I'm going to respond. Can't not.
What's the weirdest hater you've ever had? Or weirdest piece of hate you've ever had?
Fuck, that's a good question. I think a lot of the hate is a lot of the same stuff. Like, some guy yesterday, for example, was commenting on a post saying you're a con man. Like, why? Because you haven't won a prize. I think the best hate that we got was the pizza guys one. Do you know this story?
No.
A couple of years ago, I'd woke up to some email, I think, or message from somebody saying, how dare you take this money out of my bank account? I didn't enter any of your competitions. This is an outrage. I'm reporting you to the police. And I was like a bit bewildered. I think it was a Sunday, and I think I was out for a walk around Bangor in the morning, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So then I followed it up with a phone call and said, can you send me what you're talking about? She sent me a picture of her bank balance, and it was the pizza guys. It wasn't the prize guys, but she'd bought pizza and she thought it was us taking money out of her bank account. So this is
how dare you, Paul?
I know, how dare I? So, but we actually got a bit of crack out of that. We now deal a wee bit with the guys, the pizza crew now, but every cloud out of stuff like that, it led to good marketing. So.
Love that. What's the funniest or most ridiculous accusation you've ever had?
We get it a lot. Your mates, it's all your mates or your family win, as if my family are all driving about in Lamborghinis and drifting gold. It's only your mates win. It's only people in Bangor win. Like, mate, it's constant nonsense that we get a lot. So it's a lot of that. Same every day. You're always going to get it.
If you could say one thing to your haters, what would it be?
Just buy a ticket for the million, like.
Love that. We put out a post to the followers to ask them what do you want to ask Paul. So a Q&A from the followers. This one's from Connor Minnis. What gave you the idea to start that prize go?
Again, we weren't the first site around doing this. Mark Weir at Our Kings, a lot of time for Mark. He was probably, so his brother, right? So Mark's brother, Stevie, I was on a training course for the phone shop that I was working at, and his brother was the one doing the course. So he'd introduced me to it and told me what it was. Then it would give me the idea to look into it more. So again, now I deal with Mark a lot, and have a lot of time for him with what he's built and what he's doing. So that's where my idea came from.
Brilliant. Another question, how do you choose the winners?
Winners are all picked at random by Google number generator. Draw closes, we do the draw. I think most people, or if anybody hasn't seen it, you can go on and see all draws are done live. It's completely random. Select between the numbers from whatever the draw is out of. Say it's 1 to 500,000. The numbers are just picked randomly using that.
Brilliant. This one's from Sean McComb. What's your beef with Birkenstocks? Is it because you can't pull them off?
Oh, have you seen these disgusting things that he wears? Sean McComb has feet that should not be unveiled like that, by the way. So when I see people wearing Birkenstocks who have feet like they should be in a chicken grinder, that's what my beef is with them. They're horrible, horrible, horrible footwear.
Love that. This one's from Kat. So everyone talks about that prize guide changing lives. How has your life changed since you started this company?
My life has changed massively. My routine has stayed exactly the same since I started. My day-to-day looks near enough the same. My mindset has stayed the same. My life has changed now because I've been able to make the people around me, their life significantly better. My kids are set up for life. My family are well looked after. So that's, I think, it's opened doors and allowed me to do things and see things from a different perspective. But I think I'm just exactly the same person from what I was when I first started. A few more greys, but that's about it.
Brilliant. Has any of the big winners came to you and said they've spunked all their money?
Not directly, but I've heard of a few. I've heard of a few big dough winners that just done stupid shit. I can't make any.
How long are we talking?
Depends.
Months.
There was a guy who works up in Common Market. Now I didn't see it. Somebody showed me it. He won money, and there's a video of him circulating on a holiday in some strip club with a lot of money being spent. But there's other people who've done mad stuff. They just haven't took the right advice as to what they should be doing with the money. Again, I'm not in any position to give anybody financial advice when they win. It's not my job. You can't take that burden. So
someone asked, do you invest your money?
Yes.
Okay. If you won £1 million, what would you spend it on?
Prize guide tickets.
Love that. This one's from Nikita. Is Nikita your favourite cousin, and do you agree that she's a better boxer than you?
No, I don't. I've seen the way she hits. It's just awful boxer. She wants to fight on Reece McKee's fight project someday, so we'll see.
Brilliant. How many people are in your team?
So we have, I hate this question because I should know it, me, Matty, Neil, Marky, Darryl, my sister, and then I have my freelance videographer and photographer.
Brilliant. If you were to be the main shirt sponsor for a sporting team, what team would you pick?
United, of course.
Would you have to just retire after that happened? Man United?
No. To be honest, they'll end up in the championship, so it'll be, I don't even know if it'll be a worthwhile sponsor anymore. It breaks my heart too much watching United.
Fair enough. What was your first ever prize?
First ever prize was a trip to the Galgorm. So I done 3 prizes. I get asked this question loads and I always go blank. 3 prizes, first launch when my website was ready to go. There was a trip to the Galgorm, there was a holiday to Venice, and I done a free giveaway to Prague to try to get the following up on the Facebook page. Brilliant.
What is Big John, the Bosch man, like in real life?
Yeah, Big John is the man. Him and Johnny, they're just so sound. They come from they're quite similar to us, working class backgrounds, and they're people, you know what I mean? They're very humble.
Real people,
Yeah, I mean, they're just...
I see influencers, my mate said to me, he was like, Big John is his favourite influencer. He's like, he's a real influencer. He's just himself.
Mate, that's exactly it. The videos you see of John are what you see with John in real life. Anybody who's been around him, he's so infectious to be around as well. He's a great man. I have a lot of time for John. So when I first met him, he invited us over, had a Chinese with his family and all, and it was nice. So they're great to work with as well. Brilliant.
This one's from Colm Wigan. Who stank the private jet out on the way back from London?
Him, the smelly bastard. And it was him. There's no 2 ways about it. And Mr. Private Jet himself, he needs to let everybody know when he's on a private plane. He'll never share a plane with me again. The smell of him.
He asked another one. Why is Marty from The Office called Farty Marty?
Marty gets... So it's actually Matty, but... The amount of times that people have mistakenly called him Marty online, I think his name's Marty Neal, so we just call him Marty now all the time. It just sticks. Calls him Farty Marty because he also just thinks he's shite himself.
How many prizes have you given away to date?
Fuck, I wouldn't have a number for the amount of prizes. Value of prizes, I could tell you it's over 150 million. Single prizes, couldn't even put a figure on it.
Eamon asks, why do I never fucking win?
Eamon asks that, and I would say I get asked that 15, 20 times a day. Like, so much so that I want to make a stupid promo video of the times I've got asked that question. Like, I can't, even if I'm not wearing prize guy stuff, people recognize and say, oh, when am I going to win something soon? Or how can I get a win? Fuck it, it haunts me to my dreams, that question. Fuck up, Eamon. You know?
Fuck off, Eamon. Instead of doing the £1 million prize, would you ever consider spreading the love and doing 10k each for 100 people from Margie?
No, because so we're doing 3 winners of 100,000 the last Sunday in September. People say this all the time, oh, why not do less? We do loads of other single prizes anyway, but the reality is people want the big win. So there's less interest in me doing, 100 winners of 10 grand than there is of £1 million prize. £1 million changes your life. Like, we do 10 grand prizes near enough every day. You want to win 10 grand, then they're one of them. You want to win $1 million, and they're $1 million.
Brilliant. Now you're a rich man, can I have the pens you used to borrow off me in tech from Jenny Morris?
Well, it makes me rich, It's Bob Marley.
You want to give them pens back?
They're my pens now. I'll put them up as a prize and she can win.
Love it. Zero context here from Connor. Can you help me with an investment?
Mate, people come to me as if I'm some sort of thing of the Dragon's Den, like as if I'm some sort of business guru who's going to be able to guide people. Like, yes, I have a wee bit more insight. I've always been business minded, but fucking investments, and it's not my forte. Like, go to a professional.
Brilliant. Instead of doing, it's probably similar to the last one we'll ask anyway, instead of doing a big cash prize, would you ever do like a monthly salary, like £2,000 a month for the rest?
Done them. We do £500 a month for a year, £750 a month for a year. Done £5,000 a month for a year there recently. I will probably work towards doing like a set for life, but until the time is right. But yeah, we do those.
Okay. Jack asks, how do you guarantee the prize draws are fair?
Well, I mean, they're all done live. There's always going to be, you can look for any element of that, but we've done the same draws the same way since we started. That's the continuity on it is the key to it. Draws are done live. We use Google number generator. I don't really think that there's much else that you could do that sort of makes it fair, but the fact that it's done there in front of you, it should be enough. We've built up 6 years of trust. I always knew that this would do well whenever more people were winning prizes. More people winning prizes means that they're telling more people that they want prizes, therefore more people will enter. So we've got a good reputation, I think, on the whole. What's
the biggest lesson you've learned running this business?
I think the biggest lesson I've had is to ignore the negative feedback that you'll get, not to let it impact you. I think there was small times where I did let it get to me a little bit, but the reality is it doesn't matter. It doesn't last too long.
Brilliant. Quick fire questions with that prize guy. Beer or cocktail?
Cocktail.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Indian or Chinese?
Chinese, always.
Pizza or Chinese?
Chinese.
Chinese or anything else?
Chinese.
City break or beach holiday?
Beach holiday.
Trousers or shorts?
Shorts.
Football or rugby?
Football.
Night out or night in?
Night in.
Comedy show or concert?
Comedy show.
Fast car, private jet?
Private jet.
High-end Airbnb, like a private mansion or a 5-star hotel?
Hotel.
Road trip or cruise?
Road trip.
Mountains or beach?
Beach.
Skiing holiday or beach?
Beach.
Call or text?
Text me. Actually, do you know what? That's a lie, because if you call me, you'll get your answer there. Text me, you could wait in a week. So, call me.
Brilliant. Suit or hoodie?
Hoodie.
Work hard or play hard?
Do both.
Both. Brilliant. Risk take or safe bet?
Risk, always.
Big spender or big saver?
Big saver.
Brilliant. I think that's everything, Paul. Legend. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.